Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the continuation of Lord of the Flies. Here we go. Chapter 7 Shadows and Tall Trees. The boys follow Jack along the pig run, and the sound of the sea in the afternoon sun allows Ralph to forget the beast. He asks Jack to stop when they come to some fruit trees so that the boys can eat. As they take a break, Ralph considers the filthy state of his shirt and contemplates washing it. He also feels the need to have a bath and clean his teeth. He is alarmed at the fact that he has resorted to the childish habit of biting his nails and wonders aloud whether he will soon start sucking his thumb once again. Ralph considers the subject of cleanliness and reviews the state of the other boys. They too are dirty, their hair tangled, their clothing worn and stiff with sweat. Ralph is a little shocked that he now regards these conditions as normal. Turning from the boys, Ralph is awed by the immensity and power of the ocean, which he sees as a barrier between the island and the civilized world. Simon, with great insight, correctly interprets Ralph's silent reverie as a longing to return home and reassures him that he will get there eventually. Roger discovers some pig droppings, and Jack suggests that it would be convenient to hunt the pig at the same time as they were hunting the other thing, the beast. Ralph agrees, conceding in his own mind that they will eventually get back to the mountain. As Jack tracks the pig, Ralph has time to cast his mind back to the comfort of his typical English, middle-class home. He is jolted out of his reflections by the sound of a pig. He throws a spear, hitting the boar on the nose and so diverting it. They follow the boar, and Ralph, caught up in the excitement of the hunt, prides himself on his achievement, only to be rebunked by Jack, who was sustained a minor injury for not throwing more effectively. In retelling his part in the hunt, Ralph inadvertently excites the boys into performing a playful reenactment of it, complete with chant. Although Robert, who represents the pig, is only slightly hurt, Ralph experiences something of the frenzy and bloodlust of the hunters. Jack suggests getting one of the boys to dress up as a pig and jokes about using the little ones for the purpose. Ralph raises the subject of going to the mountain and starting the fire, but is reminded that they do not have pig's glasses. He proposes that they follow the coastline to the mountain and climb up to the burnt area. This turned out to be difficult. The encounter in impenetrable forest, which forces them down to a dangerous course at the cliff edge. Ralph pauses to consider his wider responsibilities to Piggy and the little ones. Simon volunteers to go back through the forest to them. Ralph questions Jack about his explorations to find out where they are in relation to the pig run. Jack responds that the pig run is close by, below the mountain. They decide to push through the forest to get to it. Jack jibes at Ralph for putting off going to the mountain and mocks his cowardice, at which Ralph reminds Jack of his own lack of courage at Castle Rock. When put to the vote, all but Ralph, Jack, and Roger decide to return to Piggy at the platform. The three boys push on through the burnt patch of forest, and Jack, perhaps shamed by the reminder of his earlier behavior, goes on to the mountain top, while Ralph and Roger wait in silence. Jack eventually returns, clearly shocked, despite his bravado, by having seen something bulge and plop. Ralph leads the boys to the mountain top to see the almost indisguisable hump which Jack has described. Suddenly the cloud shifts from in front of the moon. The wind roars so that the parachute moves the body, and the creature lifted its head, revealing something like a great ape. The boys leave the mountain in haste. This is the comment section. The enactment of the hunt, reminiscent of tribal dances, which are ritualistic representation of what it is hoped the tribe will experience in a successful hunt in the future. This, coupled with Jack's mask and the rallying chant of earlier chapters, highlights the move away from conventional behavior. Jack and Ralph view each other, each trying to prove his own courage. And right to the leadership, Jack, already resentful of Ralph, must, it seems, achieve the summit of the mountain in order to save face after his apparent cowardice at Castle Rock. Jack has not been quite so thorough in his exploration of the island as he claims. Ralph is better able to think now, at one point thinking aloud quite unashamedly. The ability to think is openly attributed to Piggy. Ralph recognizes that Jack hates him, but does not understand why, with the new understanding that Piggy has given him. And that should be it. Thank you very much for listening, and yeah, I'm looking forward to chapter 8, which will be called Gift from the Darkness. Take care. Bye bye.
Thank you.